Mr. James, I have some bad news.
Is Dada gonna die?
What is the diagnosis, Dr. Lottie? Mr. James, you have no heart. You literally have no heart in your chest.
Dada gonna die?
What do you mean he has no heart?
I mean, this is possibly why Mr. James runs from the last shot, why he tries to form super teams. When people says LeBron has no heart, I didn't know it was literal. This is all starting to make sense now.
Is that why Bronny had that heart condition? Because you fucking have no heart. You passed this on to my son.
That is a possibility, Mrs. James.
Mama, is me gonna die?
Man, listen, the Lakers season ain't just in, it got dismantled. Get them the fuck out of here. So everybody was talking that talk prior to the shellacking. Oh, if LeBron get past the Rockets, he's definitely the greatest of all time. So I sat back, let that man shine, and said, LeBron is gonna fuck that bag up. He ain't got a clutch gene in his DNA. May 11th, 2026, Crypto.com Arena, home floor, bright lights, legacy on the line. And what happens? The Oklahoma City Thunder walk into Los Angeles and sweep the Lakers 4-0 like they was cleaning crumbs off the kitchen counter. Final score, 115-110. And I know somebody already typing, but LeBron had 24 and 12. Yeah, he did. At 41 years old, in his 23rd season, playing 40 minutes, LeBron is juicing. And I don't mean that holistic cleansing-ish. LeBron giving you 24 and 12 was definitely gangster. But imagine if Shaq, Jordan, and rest in peace Kobe was juicing and never lost a step at 41. Fuck it. The shit LeBron takes probably would have cured Magic, and he would have been hooping at 41.
I am gonna go on, I'm gonna beat it, and I'm gonna have fun, okay?
His 24 and 12 might have been a little something if he ain't fuck it up right after in the press conference, taking no accountability and saying, I never been a third option.
I'm not looking at, my year as a disappointment, that's for damn sure. Especially, I was put into some positions I've never played in my career before, actually in my life. I've never been a third option in my life.
Bro, just say the correct PR-ish. We lost to a better team and keep it pushing. But no, you had to shift blame and all this other goofy shit. Because on the other side, OKC wasn't playing basketball. They were putting boot to ass. That team is different. This wasn't just a loss. This was a receipt. The Lakers came into the playoffs without Luka, their scoring champ, their main offensive weapon. Luka said straight up, I'm not playing with dude. Pause. He sat back like me and was waiting for the king to fuck that whole shit up. Austin Reeves was banged up too with the oblique injury. So now the Lakers offense looking like somebody unplugged the Wi-Fi in the middle of a live stream. And yeah, they somehow got past Houston in the first round. Cool, respect. But OKC? Nah. OKC exposed everything, because that's what this series felt like. It felt like a crime scene. This is now the 4th time LeBron James has been swept, and the wildest part, LeBron has now been swept in the playoffs across 3 different decades: the 2000s, the 2010s, and the 2020s. That is nasty work. I ain't even gonna lie, because once you put that on TV, that shit look crazy. And you already know where I'm going with this. Jordan never got swept in the finals. Jordan would never. LeBron played too long. LeBron trying to the stat pad is ruining his own legacy. Nobody wants to hear, but Luka was hurt. Nobody wants to hear, but Reeves was compromised. Nobody wants to hear, but the Thunder were defending champions. You claiming to be the greatest of all time? Show me something. Pause. Because you said it out your mouth, that's right there made me the greatest.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time. That's what I felt.
So now the bigger question is hanging over everything. Was that it? Was Game 4 the last time we see LeBron in a Lakers jersey? Was that the last time we see him in the NBA? Is he going back to Cleveland? Is he trying to sneak over to Golden State? Is Bronny part of the decision? Is this about winning, family, legacy, business, all of the above? Because this offseason is about to be a movie. One of them drama flicks with Clutch Sports leaking shit behind the scenes. And why is it called Clutch Sports? This LeBron nigga is not clutch. Sorry to break the news.
James against Caruso for the lead. No!
But the Lakers are definitely off this LeBron time. They didn't give him an extension, and Mark Walters is surgical when it comes to decisions because this sweep didn't just end the season, it opened up a whole new chapter for LeBron. So let me step back a bit. The OKC series wasn't just a bad matchup, it was nasty. Like, let's stop playing. The Lakers didn't run into a cute little young team that got hot for a week. Nah, they ran into the defending NBA champions, a team that won 64 games, had the best record in the league, and was beating teams by almost 20 points a night in the playoffs like they had a personal vendetta against everybody's highlight reel. OKC wasn't just winning, they were violating people. They swept Phoenix in the first round, then looked at the Lakers like, oh, y'all next? At that point, the Lakers weren't preparing for a playoff series. They were preparing for a scheduled ass whooping. You know when you did something bad at school and the principal personally called your parents and you walking home terrified? That type of scheduled ass whooping. If you thought that OKC series was gonna have a different outcome, then you lost in the sauce. OKC magnified every weakness like they had the Lakers under a microscope. They were too fast, too deep, too organized, too athletic, too locked in. The Lakers looked like they were buffering. OKC looked like they had fiber optic internet. Game 1, disaster. Thunder win 108-90. OKC's defense had the Lakers moving like every pass needed a permission slip. Then, after Game 2, it gets even uglier. Game 3 in Los Angeles, that was supposed to be the emotional response. That was supposed to be the protect home court game. That was supposed to be LeBron looking around the locker room like, alright fellas, we not going out like this. And what happened? OKC beats them 131-108 in their own building. That's nasty. 7 Thunder players in double figures. 7. That's not a basketball team anymore. That's a group project where everybody actually did the assignment. Then comes Game 4, elimination game, last stand. Maybe the last time we ever see LeBron in a Lakers jersey. Maybe the last real chapter of this version of LeBron. So you already know the building had that weird energy, that something historic might happen feeling. And to their credit, the Lakers fought. They didn't just lay down, they pushed, they scratched, they made OKC work. Austin Reeves gives you 27, Rui gives you 25 and 8. Jackson Hayes comes out of nowhere with 18 like he remembered the season was on the line. It still wasn't enough because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander walked into that elimination game and dropped 35 like it was light work. Final score, 115-110. Series over. Sweep complete. All I see is one word, swept. That's it. That's my headline. That's my segment. That's the tweet I sent out. All that. LeBron got swept again. History remembers the result, and the result is ugly. But hold on. Every great got swept, I surmise. Shaq got swept 6 times. 6. Kobe got swept 3 times. Kareem got swept 3 times. Magic got swept twice. Tim Duncan got swept twice. Kevin Durant got swept twice. Even Michael Jordan got swept back-to-back in 1986 and 1987 by the Boston Celtics. Jordan's sweeps happened early, before the rings, before the mythology, before the cigar pictures and the statue and the 6-for-6 armor. So once Jordan started winning, there was an aura around him. But LeBron's losses are spread across his whole career. Early career, prime years, late career years can always point to a different era and say, see, he was always vulnerable. That's why this 3-decade sweep thing hits so hard. It sounds crazy because it's perfectly packaged the 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020s. That's not a stat, that's a documentary title. So yeah, he got swept. A sweep is a sweep. 4 straight losses is 4 straight losses. Legacy-wise, that's ugly. You can't perfume that. You can't throw cologne on it and call it fresh because yes, it shows failure. And also prove one thing, LeBron's career is so long, so historically abnormal that even his failures got anniversaries. Like, subscribe, and tell me your thoughts. Thanks for watching.